From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Hey, it's a great night to be out at the concert and being able to leave and no problems. Now, tomorrow, a little different story because you can pretty much see what's going on just to our north. Amazingly cold. Of course, when you get later into fall, especially into late portions of October, early November, a lot of times you'll start to see some Arctic air that's been kind of building for a while, and that's breaking loose now. And you can tell that across Montana and the western Dakotas, that's a magenta color. Don't like magenta colors. Not really good. Not a big fan. We'll put it that way. But anyway, that's some seriously cold weather right now. 16 has been that way all day in Billings. That cold air is sinking south. You pretty much make out right where that boundary is located, and that's going to be making its move tonight across the area. This is the latest data. Again, the real cold air is kind of hanging back just a little bit. A wind shift line and a front will be moving across our area as we go through tomorrow morning. So we'll stay very mild tonight. 60s, low 70s. In fact, some low stratus is going to come back at us, so to speak. That's very warm, moist air, and that's going to come back across the area. So right along this boundary tomorrow morning, we could squeeze out a few showers, and that'll be the plan. But notice the temperatures in the morning, the upper 60s to low 70s, and then we get on the other side of the front, temperatures drop 10, 12 degrees, 15 degrees, and then out in the panhandle, we're in the 30s already. So that's some pretty cold air. And as we go into the afternoon, not too awful bad. I mean, compared to today, it's not going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll be in the upper 40s to around 50 in northeastern parts here of our area. And then down to the south, we show 79 McAllister, and we're talking about the conditions that are going to be turning colder by about 5 o'clock or so for you guys down southeast, because this front will switch the winds around. It's going to take longer if you're down southeast. And out to the west, they'll have some sun during the day, so kind of modify the temperatures a little bit in the 50s. So tomorrow night, here's the latest on the homecoming walk-around in Stillwater. And for high school football games, temperatures pretty close to this, upper 40s, and a breeze will be about 10 to 18 miles per hour. It's enough to be a cold wind compared to obviously tonight, but it's not going to be a bad one. The really cold stuff is coming in as we get on into the weekend. So Saturday morning, we'll look for temperatures in the low to mid 40s, and then down southeast, we'll start to see showers increasing. And as we go through the day, the rain will move north across the area. But for the Tulsa run in the morning, we're talking about conditions that are going to be favorable for a few showers. Better chances will be as we go through mid-morning to late morning. Notice the temperatures. The winds are up a little bit compared to our forecast of last night, and so they're about 3 to 6 miles per hour, a little bit higher, but they should maintain pretty much there, and that's about it. So cool weather, runners love it. Rain, and so we'll see if we can get away without a whole lot of that. Saturday afternoon, we're in the 40s with a few 50s further south. Notice our 60s and 73 down Idlewild. You say, well, that's not bad. No, but the real cold air, there's a secondary push of cold air coming in on Sunday morning. There's warm, moist air coming over the colder air, and that's why we're having the problems on the weekend. We'll be in the upper 30s to low 40s. Out in the panhandle, we're in the 20s. Sunday afternoon, we'll be in the upper 30s to around 40. North winds, 15 to 25, gusting to 30, and embedded out to the west of us could be some sleet or some snowflakes, a sign that pretty much late fall and early winter is pretty close to us at this point. So as we start to look at the chance of precipitations, mainly tomorrow morning, and then that kind of dies out, and then during the evening we're okay. Then that comes back on Saturday from mid-morning and late morning to the afternoon, and then on into Sunday, and then that drops off Sunday night as some really chilly air moves in. Don't forget, we have Halloween. We have a lot of our anchors out there, and Stacia and I don't know, we choose poorly, because probably the coldest day at Halloween at the zoo is going to be on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. If you see us, we're probably going to be covered up in about 3 or 4 coats or something like that, so don't be surprised. A lot of weekend events. If you get a chance, you can get out there. Just be prepared, because there is going to be a lot of cold air that's going to be floating around and a few areas of showers. So it's a jet stream that's doing it to us, and that is not going to help us out until later next week when things modify. So a front is to the north early in the morning, but then by the time we get to about 8 to 9 o'clock, it'll be starting to move on through. A few sprinkles will be ending around noontime, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, we're colder than warmer. And as we extend the forecast out, we're looking for temperatures that are going to be really cold on Sunday, right around 39. Next week, some real fall weather, temperatures in the 20s, and temperatures will be in the 50s to near 60 late next week. That's a look at the 9-day planner. We'll be back with sports.